Your legs aren't as steady. Your grip has lost its firmness. It's tempting to chalk it up to aging, but what if the real culprit is something you're consuming every morning? In today's video, we're revealing the single worst breakfast choice that's quietly contributing to muscle loss in older adults, and what you should be eating instead to preserve your strength, balance, and independence. Let's uncover the truth behind sarcopenia, and it all begins with what's on your breakfast plate. You wake up. Maybe you're not particularly hungry. You pour a cup of coffee, grab a slice of toast, and start your day. It feels routine, even harmless. But that seemingly innocent habit, something you've repeated for years without question, could be playing a major role in why your muscles feel weaker. Why your energy is lower, and why your stability seems off. After sleeping through the night, your muscles are in a vulnerable condition. They've gone hours without nourishment and are primed to begin recovery. But if you don't give them the right nutrients promptly, your body shifts into a state called catabolism, which, in simple terms, means it starts breaking down muscle for energy instead of building it back up. That's where sarcopenia begins to take root. Sarcopenia, or age-related muscle loss, isn't just a natural part of getting older, it's the result of muscles not receiving the support they need, and one of the most overlooked contributors to this is breakfast, according to findings published in the Journal of Clinical Endocrinology and Metabolism. Muscle protein synthesis, the process your body uses to build muscle, peaks in the morning. But it only activates if the right nutrients are present. If your first meal of the day consists of just caffeine, refined carbs, or sugary cereals, your muscles miss their window for recovery. In fact, your body may continue tearing them down instead of rebuilding. There's another concern. These kinds of breakfasts are often high in refined sugars and low in protein. This combination spikes your blood sugar, only to bring it crashing down later. The result? A temporary burst of energy followed by fatigue, brain fog, and potentially even dizziness. Meanwhile, your muscles remain starved of the building blocks they desperately need. Many older adults don't realize they're not getting enough protein, especially in the morning. Even if you feel full, your body could be missing the essential nutrients required to maintain strength and mobility. So, what should your first meal look like if you want to support your muscles? It starts with real, nourishing foods. Think protein-rich choices like eggs, Greek yogurt, or nut butter, paired with healthy fats and slow-digesting carbohydrates like oats or whole grain bread. And don't forget hydration. Drinking a glass of water first thing in the morning helps your body absorb nutrients more efficiently and improves blood flow, both of which are essential for muscle repair and flexibility. You don't need to completely overhaul your diet. Just small changes can make a meaningful difference. Even adding half a boiled egg, a spoonful of peanut butter, or a handful of almonds can signal your body to shift into repair mode. You're not just feeding your appetite, you're telling your body, these muscles still matter. Because that first hour of your day sets the pace for how your muscles recover, function, and age. Now, let's address a second common morning habit, one that seems harmless but may be accelerating muscle loss just as much as skipping breakfast entirely. Many people reach for something sweet in the morning, a muffin, flavored yogurt, cereal, or even a glass of fruit juice. These might feel like quick, comforting choices, but for older adults, they can have lasting consequences on muscle health. We already know sugar isn't great for your waistline or blood sugar levels. But what's often ignored is how it interferes with muscle strength. When you consume refined sugar, your blood glucose spikes quickly. In response, your body releases insulin to bring those levels down. Over time, this repeated cycle of spikes and crashes creates low-grade, chronic inflammation throughout the body, and this inflammation doesn't just make you feel tired, it actually interferes with muscle repair and growth. Research published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition shows that high sugar intake directly reduces the rate of muscle protein synthesis, the very mechanism your body relies on to rebuild strength after physical activity. So even if you're staying active with walks or light exercise, your muscles might not be recovering properly if sugar is disrupting the repair process. It gets worse. Refined sugars also elevate oxidative stress in the body, a term that refers to the overproduction of unstable molecules known as free radicals. These molecules damage healthy cells and tissues. When your muscles are exposed to oxidative stress over time, they become weaker, more fatigued, and less responsive to movement or recovery, and sugar is sneaky. It's not just in cakes or desserts. You'll find it hidden in flavored yogurts, packaged oatmeal, protein bars, salad dressings, and even so-called healthy cereals and granola. So, you might think you're starting your day with a smart choice, when in reality, your muscles are being sabotaged. For older adults, this daily sugar overload adds up fast. Each sugary breakfast sends a message to your body: no fuel, no support, just slow decline. But there's good news: making a positive change doesn't have to be complicated. Start by reading nutrition labels. Look out for hidden sugars under names like glucose, fructose, corn syrup, cane juice, or maltodextrin. If it sounds sweet and scientific, it probably is. If you're craving something sweet, try adding naturally sweet foods like berries, bananas, or pear slices. Use cinnamon or vanilla to flavor your food instead of added sugar. Choose plain, unsweetened Greek yogurt over flavored varieties. Swap white bread for whole grain. Each of these small shifts helps reduce inflammation and gives your muscles a better chance to thrive, because sugar doesn't just affect your blood, it affects your coordination, your reaction time, and your ability to recover after a stumble or a fall. The overlooked habit that weakens muscles after 60. Let's begin with a habit so subtle, most people barely recognize its importance: hydration. Especially for older adults, skipping out on water can seriously impact muscle strength, flexibility, and recovery. Many people don't prioritize water in the morning. Some have a glass with lunch, a few sips throughout the day, and think that's enough. But if you're over 60, chronic low hydration may be silently undermining your muscle health. Muscles are composed of nearly 75% water, a fact that's more than just trivia. Water enables muscles to stretch, contract, recover, and rebuild. Without it, muscles become stiff, sluggish, and more susceptible to injury. By the time you feel thirsty, dehydration has already set in. And as we age, our ability to sense thirst becomes less accurate. That means you could be dehydrated without knowing it. When hydration drops, blood flow slows. This limits how much oxygen and nutrients reach your muscles while also reducing how efficiently waste like lactic acid is flushed out. Symptoms may show up as leg tightness, soreness after minimal activity, or dizziness when standing too quickly, and it's not just how much water you drink, it's what else you're consuming. Beverages like coffee, tea, and soda may worsen dehydration. Caffeine and sugary drinks act as diuretics, causing your body to eliminate more water than it retains. This creates a cycle where you feel sluggish, reach for more coffee or soda, and worsen the issue. What can you do instead? Start simple. Drink a glass of water first thing in the morning, before coffee or breakfast. Try sipping water before meals and keep a water bottle handy throughout the day. If plain water feels dull, add lemon, cucumber, or mint. Foods like watermelon, cucumbers, and oranges can also help maintain hydration. You don't need gallons of water, just aim for 6 to 8 glasses a day, especially if you're active, taking medication. The underrated power of strength training after 60. Now, let's discuss something many find intimidating but is vital after 60, strength training. You may think of gyms, heavy weights, or youthful athletes, but strength training isn't about building biceps for the beach. It's about preserving mobility, independence, and confidence. After age 30, most people lose 3 to 5% of muscle mass per decade. By 60, that loss can double unless you actively counter it. As muscle disappears, so does your strength and balance. You may start avoiding stairs, find it harder to carry groceries, or struggle to get out of a chair. This slow decline is called sarcopenia, and it can sneak up fast. The encouraging news? You can stop it, and even reverse it. Research in the Journal of Strength and Conditioning Research shows that just 2 30-minute strength sessions per week can significantly improve muscle mass, balance, and walking speed in older adults. You don't need a gym or fancy equipment. Simple exercises, standing and sitting from a chair without using your hands, holding a standing balance for 10 seconds, wall push-ups, or lifting water bottles, can spark real change. Use resistance bands while watching TV. The secret isn't intensity, it's consistency. You're not training to be a bodybuilder, you're sending a message to your muscles, you're still needed. That message keeps them responsive. Strength training enhances posture, reduces fall risk, protects joints, and improves bone health. More importantly, it restores a sense of control. Start with just 10 minutes a day. Focus on form, go slow, and breathe deeply. Over time, your muscles will remember their strength, and so will you. The hidden dangers of inflammatory foods: even if you're walking daily, staying hydrated, stretching, and doing light strength training, your diet may still be undermining your progress. What you eat has a major effect on muscle health, especially when it comes to inflammation. Every meal is either helping your muscles recover or contributing to their breakdown. And many everyday foods, though convenient, silently increase inflammation. Top culprits: sugary soft drinks. Both regular and diet versions contain chemicals that spike blood sugar, worsen inflammation, and offer zero nutrition, leaving muscles weakened. Processed meats: items like deli slices, sausages, or ham are loaded with sodium and nitrates, which heighten oxidative stress and reduce nutrient absorption. Refined carbs: white bread, white rice, and plain pasta might taste good, but they lack fiber and nutrients. They provide short-term energy and long-term fatigue. Fried and fast foods: these meals are rich in trans fats and poor in nutrients. They interfere with hormone regulation, slow circulation, and limit oxygen delivery to muscles. Snack foods: chips, crackers, pastries, flavored yogurts, and sugary coffee creamers seem harmless but are packed with additives that inflame joints and stiffen muscles. The real danger: these items are marketed as convenient or even healthy. Their damage builds slowly, meal by meal, without obvious symptoms, until your muscles start feeling it. So what's the fix? Choose whole, real foods. Replace white bread with whole grains. Swap deli meats for lean proteins like fish, legumes, or grilled chicken. Use olive oil instead of frying. Add natural anti-inflammatory foods like berries, leafy greens, turmeric, and nuts. Focus on colorful, fresh meals from nature, not packages. Muscles heal every day, but only if they're fueled correctly. No workout can undo the effects of a consistently inflammatory diet. You don't need to eat perfectly, just purposefully. Why painkillers might be holding you back: if you wake up sore or stiff, your first instinct might be to reach for a painkiller, ibuprofen, acetaminophen, or another over-the-counter remedy. And while they may offer short-term relief, overusing them could actually hinder your muscle recovery. Every time you move, your muscles experience tiny tears. This is normal and necessary. It's your body's way of prompting growth. Natural inflammation tells the body, time to repair and grow stronger. Painkillers, especially NSAIDs, block that signal. A study in the Journal of Applied Physiology found that long-term NSAID use suppresses muscle protein synthesis, the process that turns amino acids into new muscle. This means your muscles may not respond to exercise properly, recover slowly, and even shrink over time. The risks don't stop there. Overusing painkillers can strain your liver and kidneys, affect digestion, and limit nutrient absorption, robbing your muscles of what they need most. This doesn't mean avoiding all medications. In some situations, post-surgery, serious injuries, or chronic illness, they're necessary. But if they've become part of your daily routine, it's time to reassess. Gentler alternatives include warm compresses, Epsom salt baths, stretching, walking, hydration, anti-inflammatory foods like ginger or turmeric, and breathing exercises. Most importantly, speak to your healthcare provider. You deserve pain relief, but not at the cost of long-term muscle health.